These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck. These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck. These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck.
Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Bounce up, bounce up. Those donkey balls. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing, making all praise.
Sniffing, you can smell them. Those donkey balls are yelling, and they're swinging to the beat of the loser's song. Never turn your back, 'cause those donkey balls are bouncing on your dreams. Suck 'em. Those donkey balls are bouncing on your chin again. What a sin, we've got to grin again and again. Never turn your back, 'cause those donkey balls are bouncing on your dreams. Suck 'em. Those donkey balls are bouncing on your chin again. What a sin, we gotta grin again and again.
He would be so scared to see me.
Everybody thinks we was doing this shit, doxing motherfuckers. Nah, they came at us first.
I got a fire raging in my front yard.
Oh, why did you set your front yard on fire? Are you drinking anything?
Slacking off the podcast. Fuck your teams, our boss. Because false authorities. Slacking off the podcast. Fuck your team, dog balls. Your columns false authorities.
Slacking off the podcast.
All right.
Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you, Doug.
Dane,
I hear you, Dick.
we don't know because we can't hear Dane.
Oh, I
Can
thought I
you
heard
hear
that.
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sean?
Yo, what up?
All right. All right, I don't know who else is coming in. I don't think Ed's coming in. Ed's doing the cannonball run race.
He's indisposed.
Yep.
He has travel difficulties. So would it be safe to say, guys, that this is the first show of our new season of college football?
It's a new year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
It's exciting. We're like, what, 6 or 7 weeks away?
That's right.
On the 6th Saturday,
Getting close.
we will have college football.
Ow!
So really 5 more you got to survive, and then on the 6th, you will have college football,
Oh well, we got so much talking to do that.
which is Saturday, 23 August 2025.
What games is that, Sean?
So the big one on that slate is Farmageddon, which is Iowa State and Kansas State. They're going to take their grudge match over to Ireland and play in the Emerald Isle Classic that day. I think Stanford plays Hawaii that day, and I think there's 1 or 2 more. Let me pull it up here. So not a lot, but, you know, be thankful for what you get. Football is football.
Absolutely.
But I definitely know that the big one is Iowa State. Okay, so we got 5 in total. The big one, of course, being Iowa State and Kansas State and Ireland. Then Idaho State at UNLV, for those that care. I guess this one might be okay. Fresno State at Kansas. That'll be watchable, I think.
Which of those Idaho
Hell
teams
yeah,
is it?
dude.
Which of the Idaho teams has the little enclosed stadium?
The Kiddie Dome is the Vandals.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's Idaho, right?
That is just Idaho, yeah, not Idaho State. And then one other one, I was right about Stanford at Hawaii. The other one that I missed, Sam Houston State at Western Kentucky. So 5 games in total on Saturday, 23 August. So not too far away. We're a little more than a month out.
I have to be honest. If I seen Sam Houston State on the screen, I probably wouldn't know who it was. I couldn't tell you what their uniforms look like.
Does Western Kentucky still have the Chrome Dome?
Their logo is the red towel, but their nickname is the Hilltoppers.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they break out, I think, the red helmet on special games like when they play Kentucky, which I think they nearly beat Kentucky here about 5 years ago, but they lost the game eventually, but they were on the ropes.
I will tell you, that is a program that has come a long way in just a short amount of time. When I was in undergrad, they were 1AA, the artist formerly known as 1AA, now FCS, and now they're FBS, and they used to be in my undergrad's alma mater conference. So yeah, kudos to Western Kentucky for continuing to improve and work their way up through the divisions from where they
Now,
started.
isn't that where He Hate Me came from with Western Kentucky?
I'm gonna have to. That's Rod Smart.
Yes.
I'm gonna have.
I've been wrong in my life, as you know, but I thought he might have played for Western Kentucky, played for the Hilltoppers, but You know,
Fucking XFL boys.
the XFL. But
You are.
I love
Dr. Balls is on it tonight. Rod Smart, aka He Hate Me, Western Kentucky, went undrafted in the 2000 draft, and then went to the XFL, Las Vegas Outlaws. Then the XFL folded. He went to Canada, played for the Edmonton Eskimos, now the Edmonton Elks, and then joined the Philadelphia Eagles. And then where he gained most of his fame was with the Carolina Panthers. And then he had a cup of coffee with the Raiders. So
there you go.
yeah,
So-
proud Western Kentucky alum, Rod Smart, a.k.a. He Hate Me.
Yeah,
hate
that's the best football name ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
first iteration of the XFL was awesome. I wish they had stuck it out, but, I mean, the best was no coin toss. We're going to put the ball at the 50, have two guys run at it, and the first dude that did it broke his arm.
Oh yeah, that was He Hates Me's job was to do that. You know, that's where he made his
There
debut.
were two schools that thought to that coin toss, per se. Get a really fast guy like Rod Smart to get there in a hurry and get on it, or have a big dude get there and just clobber the guy that's trying to get the ball and then get the ball.
You needed Lawrence Taylor for that job, really. You know
Lawrence Taylor
that?
would have been perfect for that job.
Yeah. 'Cause they had
Lawrence Taylor would have killed people.
yeah.
So, right out of the gate, we got to jump on something really important if we're doing this group of 5 or is it group of 6 now?
I think it's the group of 6 because of your favorite conference, Doug. The
Yep.
Pac-2.
The Pac-2, which is soon to be the Pac-7, right?
Yeah. 8. No, it's 8. It's going to be 8 now.
But will it be 8 football schools?
Yes.
To
We
be
just had breaking
determined.
news
I
a
think
week ago.
it's gonna be bigger. They're gonna
Texas
be
State agreed to jump on and join, so they will have 8 football.
Oh,
The
cool. That's
Bobcats?
the Bobcats.
Yeah,
Let's see, Texas State.
something like that.
They're growing. I know that, but let's see. Yeah, I need to.
There's
I believe
rumors.
they are the Bobcats. I think you're correct there, Doug. But
There's rumors that the University of Bumfuck Egypt on Billy Goat Mountain will join the Pac-12. You know.
So I just got to throw this out there. As far as group of 6 programs go, the Tulane Green Wave has the coolest fucking mascot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
hell
Or
yeah.
the-
or
I
at
like
least,
their
at least
unis,
as a
too.
cartoon
Their
image,
unis
it's
look nice when they wear
They
that
have-
blue helmet
they
or
they
the
have
white
actually,
helmet. It's fucking nice. The green
I
one
would
too
say-
looks good.
I would say they have 2 of the best mascots. Because you got the one pictured right now that I can see, which is the Wave holding the megaphone, which is awesome, no doubt.
Oh
But
yeah.
their alternate one is a pelican riding a surfboard, which is
Oh
equally,
yeah.
which is equally awesome.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Tulane, we love you because you got great mascots and great colors. And
Dude, they have a beautiful campus too. 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
I don't know,
Highly
that may
recommend
piss
it.
the Miami people off, even though they don't use a pelican, do they?
well, I believe the
No,
pelican
ibis.
is actually the state. No, Miami uses an ibis, which is
An
a
ibis.
different sea or ibis, seafaring bird. Whereas the state bird of Louisiana, I believe, is the pelican, a la the New Orleans Pelicans of the NBA.
Yeah.
It was really
Oh,
cool when they added that pipe to the
Yeah, the,
in honor of
for
Howard
Snellenberger.
Snellenberger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Avenue
now they don't
Green.
have him with the pipe because smoking is so bad. But yeah, bring the pipe back to the ibis, Miami. Come on.
Yeah.
So were they smoking Jamaican or crack? Is the question.
Well,
'Cause you can get both of them.
Snellenberger was old school, so in his pipe it was probably a cherry flavored tobacco. That's
There you go.
Cherry flavored, boys.
Their next Snellenberger will be smoking crack in that motherfucker.
Hey, so Doug, have you ever been on Avenue D?
In Fort Pierce,
Yeah.
yeah, and it just make sense that you would go get drugs on Avenue D?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is a true story.
It's alliteration, sure.
And if you didn't have any business there, you didn't want to be there.
That's right. And to appear obviously Caucasian in that neighborhood was a tip off to the police that you were up to no good,
Well, that's the truth. You drive down that road and in a decent looking car, and they all haul ass.
I got to tell a quick story about this, but it wasn't in Avenue D. This was in Okeechobee. So, right. So I'm with this guy, and I barely met him, and he was a friend of a friend down in Treasure Island that was a little bit older than me. He goes, "Hey, you want to go cruise?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he had this 1972. This is like 1985. He had like a 1972 Torino GT with the 351 Cleveland and the 4-speed. But the car was rusted all to hell. It looked like absolute hell. It was loud and ugly.
That had the Cobra Jet engine, right?
It had this one here had the 351 Cobra Jet. Yes, based on the 351 Boss. Anyway, so it was a hell of a badass car, but it's ugly and loud and rusty and so forth. But anyway, the way the what they call the corners in Okeechobee works is as you was heading towards Fort Pierce or coming from Fort Pierce into town, it was on the right, and there was a gas station across the street and like a little auto parts store. You turn in and you were in the quarters, and there was a basketball court in the middle of it, like a little park. You could drive around that in like a rectangle. So we're coming in on one side of it. I'm like, "Why are you going in the quarters, man?" He goes, "Just be cool, brother." He goes, "We're going in here." I'm like, "All right." So the guy comes to his car, and he holds his hand out, and it's full of crack, right? Which I barely knew what that was. And then my buddy says, "Hey, take a look at it." He holds it under my friend's nose. He takes his hand, he smacks it, and that goes all over the car, right? And right then he flogs it, right? So he dumps the clutch, and he winds it up to about 6,000 RPM. He's roasting about both back tires. And there's 2 or 3 guys hanging onto the car, right? And he sheds a few of them when he goes around the rectangle, right? And they're falling off.
They were hanging on the side of the car.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All over the car, right?
My brother had an incident like that, Bob.
Oh, really? Well, he smacked the bottom of old dude's head, and it went all over the car, right? And he had a handful. He called them jugglers. They was like long as my pinky finger, and they went all over the car. And my dude was flogging it. He was going sideways around where that little parking at basketball court, which I played in a bunch, by the way. And he comes through there sideways and comes out the other side, and the law's coming in the other side. There's people shooting, and we get back out. And we go the back way into Treasure Island out past Mosquito Creek.
Tell me this, Bob.
What's up?
What's the guy's name?
That did that? His name was Rodney McClure.
I know Rodney.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a small world, Bob.
Yeah, see, we had a mutual friend was a paraplegic called Bill, and when you were about 13 years old, Bill was the guy that tried to dive into the lake out at Lake Kissimmee in 2 foot of water and broke his neck, and it made him a quadriplegic. So his brother, that's Bill Parks, a great friend of mine. His brother was also Michael Parks and me were tight too, and we had another friend that hung out with Rodney that raped an 80-year-old woman when he was 16 and stabbed her in the eye with a pencil and killed her.
Are you talking about what the hell was his name? What was his last name?
I can't remember him, but he was tied in with Rodney and David Parks and Bill and that whole crew down there in Treasure Island, a bunch of hoodlums.
You know what? I remember that situation.
Oh yeah, this is all true. Everything I told you here is true. That's why I was.
No, I was there. I mean, I lived in Treasure Island.
These are like the tales of Costanza, except tales of Dr. Ball. Dr. Balls should write a book.
That sounds pretty dark, Dr. Balls.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of darkness in Okeechobee now.
Dr. Balls is like the smacking off the podcast. He's like our version of Hunter S. Thompson, man. We get all sorts of crazy tales, you know.
Oh,
well, anyway, so that's what happened, and I thought y'all would find that interesting. Now, the group of 5, I appreciate y'all. The group of 5 to me is very interesting this year because Boise State was actually in the CFP last year.
There you go, just in the Pac-2 again.
Oh yeah, but Boise State made the playoffs, and you were talking about UNLV earlier. Well, they won the Mountain West Championship game, they might have been in the CFP, but their coach went to Purdue, Barry Odom, and now they've got Mullen. And Mullen, I don't know, is he going to take UNLV to the CFP?
I doubt it.
Doubt it, but I mean, if there is a program that should be able to do well in this new NIL pay-to-play world that we live in,
oh god,
you'd think
you know what Mullen said, right?
UNLV would be the place, right? You know?
Yeah, you heard what he said, right?
What's that?
He said that UNLV had better facilities than Florida.
Jeez.
I don't know about that.
I do. They
It's
don't.
believable.
I
But
beg to
they
differ. I mean,
probably
unless-
do have impressive facilities for
unless and I would be tracking this because I follow the pro team there. Last I checked, the Raiders have not allowed UNLV to use their facilities. So
Okay.
no,
Well, then there
UNLV
you go.
doesn't have
Probably
any.
not.
Yeah, UNLV. If UNLV gets to use the Raiders facilities, then maybe it'd be
it's
on
probably
par.
it's probably an impressive facility for that caliber of program.
But
Oh yeah, for sure.
but no, definitely not Florida-esque. But the fact is, UNLV, there is money there, so they could probably get themselves to the upper echelon of the group of six. Being in Vegas. I mean, look what Jerry Tarkanian did in the late '80s, early '90s with that basketball program.
Oh
Of
yeah.
course, they were not paying any of those players, right?
Well,
You get 5 NFL NBA first round draft picks, but you're not paying anyone. They just really fell in love with Las Vegas. Must have been the ringing of the one-armed bandits that did it.
So, guys, we've got to tip our hats off to all the college football and basketball programs that didn't pay players for all them years and somehow were able to bank all the top prospects and so forth. So my hats are off to them for somehow not paying players, right, to get all that done. Doesn't it seem
Nick
ludicrous now?
Saban, man, Alabama. Hats off to those guys for not paying players.
Well, Dr. Ball.
Oh, yeah.
We got Dane on, and I mean he's representing a program that they've never paid anybody. They got the preacher man. We only have pizza parties. We don't pay our players.
Yeah, man.
Damn it, Jim.
Just 20 boxes of Dominoes, and little old Clemson will be there.
But I do got a serious question about that since you brought it up, Sean. I find that very interesting. Dave, we've got you on here. You're a long-time contributor to the show, so I've got to know, right? So was there ever a culture at Clemson of boosters who did everything they could to get recruits to the team?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I believe his name was Danny
100%.
Ford, was it not?
Yes.
I think the guy that was before Danny Ford had a lot worse going on. I think the
Charlie
stuff
Pell.
that they actually accused Danny Ford of really wasn't that bad.
Charlie Pell.
He was taking players to the dentist and shit.
My God, nobody on this football team is going to have a cavity
They
over my
were-
dead body.
They were doing some dumb shit, but yeah, Charlie Pell, I believe, was the guy.
Yeah,
I think he
he got
go to
trouble at Florida as
or
well.
something.
Yeah, he's the one that got Florida. He got
fucking dumb.
he really got Clemson on probation, and then Florida
Yeah.
after that.
That's the old
Idiot.
Pell Grant scandal.
Fucking idiot.
So at least they were
Dude,
doing
I'm
Charlie Pell.
excited about this season, guys. There's a lot of storylines all over the country that are worth following. Like Bill Belichick is in college football now. That's pretty
Do
crazy.
you look for anything groundbreaking out of Chapel Hill this year?
I don't know, but I'm not going to bet against them for the first 6 weeks.
Well, hold on.
probably.
Is Tom Brady his quarterback?
No.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't for whatever that's worth. We don't know.
I think that's a very valid point that Doug brings up because remember, Belichick without Brady has no rings. Brady without Belichick has a ring.
Yep.
Yes, almost had two.
If
Yeah,
he
I
was a little
thought he had
younger, he
two
probably
more.
would have had
Well,
multiple
that's
rings
right.
outside of the Belichick system.
And that's why Brady, you got to say he's the GOAT. Even though I love Montana, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Brady-
Brady's the GOAT for sure.
yeah, he earned that.
Definitely a different era too. I mean, you can't slight Joe. I
No,
agree.
not at
Tom
all.
is the GOAT.
They were
But different
both
era.
the
Joe
best of their eras.
Joe got hit a lot more than Brady did, and I would just to throw a little slight at Tom Terrific. He did lose to Derpy Eli twice in the big game, so and I can guarantee you this:
Crazy.
Joe Montana wouldn't lose to an Eli Manning in the Super Bowl.
So
No.
Brady's so good and such a generational situation. you have to wonder, would Belichick have any championships at all without Brady crossing paths with him? I mean, I think it's a legitimate question, and
Yeah, I think it's
I really don't know the answer.
I think
Didn't
it's a
he
great question.
draft
I
Brady
think,
though?
But would Brady have ever played without Belichick? I mean, if Pete Carroll
Right.
had stayed there, right? I mean, they were looking for the next Drew Bledsoe. It was only by crazy chance that Brady even got in there.
Well, hold on now. Wasn't it kind of necessity at the time?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying.
they drafted
Yeah,
him before he
Bledsoe
got.
was a fucking
So
statue
Brady
at the
got
end.
drafted before
Oh, but
Bledsoe got hurt.
Right.
It was that the second game of the 2001 season when what was it, Dolphins linebacker Mo? I can't remember his last name. Bledsoe's trying to go out of bounds, rolling to his right, and the dude for the Dolphins just crunched him. Crunched his shoulder, and then Brady came in, and the rest is 2001. The rest was history. They ended up going all the way to win the Super Bowl that year.
hell yeah,
So,
brother. Did they play the Rams?
That is correct. They played the Rams, the greatest show on turf, and they were, I think, 13
That was a
point
great matchup.
underdogs. And the irony of it was the Rams had beat them in Foxborough in week 8 or 9 of that season. Yeah. And Belichick told the team, yeah, we lost to them. We'll see those guys again in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's crazy that he
That's
had that
bold.
much foresight.
Hell yeah.
And really his game plan was the same game plan he used when he was the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants when they beat the Buffalo Bills. The Bills with Jim Kelly were running the K-gun, which is very similar to kind of what the Rams were running with the greatest show on turf. And they were just daring both the Bills and the Rams to run the ball. And both teams had great running backs, but they were so stubborn. We're going to throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball. If you run the
Right.
ball, you're getting 7-8 yards a carry each time. But the offensive coordinators of both the Rams, Mike Martz, and the Bills, I'm trying to remember who the Bills' offensive coordinator was. Obviously, he worked for Marv Levy. But, yeah, they were hell-bent on throwing the football in those games. And, the Patriots were not going to give up the pass in those games. They were daring you to run the ball, and neither team decided to do it until it was too late. The Bills obviously missed that field goal, and the Rams had tied it at least, but then they left too much time on the clock, and Brady drove down, and then Vinatieri kicked that game winner, and the Patriots dynasty started right there.
hell yeah.
I can't wait to watch him do it in college, man. It's going to be cool. Even if he does flop, it'll actually be kind of fun.
I think North Carolina was a very interesting choice for Belichick, unless the university said that, yeah, we're going to really recommit to football and the NIL and collectives and all that and getting players there. I don't know why he would, other than it is a lovely location. Don't get me wrong. I've been to Chapel Hill, but that's a basketball school. Always has been, always will be.
He's old, so he probably
Right.
just wants to coach a few more years.
I mean, if he stays
Right.
through the duration, I mean, that's another, $50 million or whatever in his coffers, So, and at the time, he was not getting any NFL offers. He was not.
That's so crazy, dude.
Well, Belichick's thing is he always, not only is he going to be the head coach,
He's going to be the
going to
GM.
make the GM decisions of the players that he wants. And the one thing you can say about him, other than drafting Brady, he didn't really have a great track record of drafting good players in the draft. He made a lot of good trades to get guys. He made the trade to get Randy Moss. That was a good trade. He
got rid of draft
traded to
picks.
get Wes Welker. That was a good trade.
He used a lot of draft picks to trade for.
but he
would
wasted a lot of
stockpile draft picks too.
The only other one that I think was a
I
slam
saw
dunk
him
that
do all kinds of shit.
the only real draft pick that I think was a slam dunk of his during his time, other than Brady, was Gronkowski. nobody
Oh
saw
yeah.
Gronkowski being, because Gronkowski at the University of Arizona he was good, but he wasn't like everyone was raving about him. I mean, he was a nice player, and
Dude,
then he
he
goes to the
said that
Patriots.
Gronk fucking fell asleep in his first meeting or the second meeting with the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, Gronk wasn't there for meetings, or it's like, listen, just put the pads on the guy and get him out there on Sunday, and he'll do his thing.
That's so on brand for Gronk. That's fine.
Of course, yeah, of course. Oh, I mean, but the other tight end that he drafted right around that same time had a not so good experience up there in New England, and that was
yeah. Drake
Aaron
Killer.
Hernandez. So,
Oh, yeah.
So again, Belichick, excuse me, his drafting track record was hit or miss, but he was very good at trading for players with other teams who thought guys were washed up, didn't have anything left, and Belichick would trade for him, and he'd get a second go around with him, and they'd play their ass off for him. So I'm with you, Dane. I'm excited to see what happens, but I'm not going to pencil North Carolina into the college football playoff.
I think there's a lot of other things going on too. Like a lot of coaches are potentially on the hot seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
do or die. Like that cat down in Florida State, man. If he has another,
God, I can't.
what they
Norvell
win
and
two games.
have we?
Oh,
Are they currently the biggest brand name that has fallen the hardest right now?
Absolutely, I'd say so.
yeah.
Can we think of any? I'm trying to think of any other brand.
Everybody else that was down is starting to come back up, like Texas, Nebraska, USC, maybe.
Well,
USC's kind of lingering down there.
Yeah, I guess Nebraska, you're right there on their. I mean, well, Rule got them to a bowl game.
Yeah, we'll
First
see what
time
they
in-
do this year.
First time, I was going to say, I want to see the encore presentation to
Right.
see if he can get them back to a bowl game. But yeah, I think as I'm thinking about all the brands that we kind of grew up with,
Miami, this is kind of like a do or die, I think, for that guy.
the only two, the two I'd put them together is, but for different circumstances. Florida State, because Doug cursed them from a couple years ago when they went unbeaten, and as soon as all their players decided not to play the bowl game, Doug put the Doug hex on them, and they've been shit since.
He wasn't wrong though.
He wasn't wrong though. No, absolutely, Doug was.
No, I really
right.
felt like it was bad. It was a bad moment, and it.
I think you were absolutely right about that.
100%.
Absolutely, you always compete. Always compete.
Right.
And
That's right.
Don't fucking quit on your
Yeah, I mean
team.
they got fucked by the committee. Well, go prove that shit. Just go out and at least play the fucking game of your life.
Don't
Right.
get beaten. The worst beatdown in a bowl game. I think that's the worst beatdown in a bowl game ever. Am I wrong?
In a big bowl game like that, I'm
Oh
sure.
my god.
I think
Well,
that's the worst beating in a bowl game.
yeah, they lost their quarterback too. That was trash.
Clemson had a hard time with West Virginia one time, didn't they, Dane?
Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, our players didn't show up for that game.
Yeah, but I think Clemson scored
That was
20.
probably the worst thing that ever happened to Clemson, though. So
Well, Clemson, at least their players were physically there. Maybe mentally they were somewhere else.
yeah,
But they
who
were.
knows?
Florida State
Dude,
players
West
were
Virginia
physically
was
not
good,
even
though,
there.
man.
Florida,
They had
Florida
some
State's
players.
32 guys were nowhere to be. What was it? 25, 28, 32. I forget the. It was a big number, and clearly that tells you why they were there in the first place. They weren't there.
I mean,
for the
I just
program.
believe if the nucleus of that team was good enough to be competing in the playoffs, they should have wanted to prove that in the first game out.
I completely agree, and I think you were absolutely right to put the hex on them for not doing that. That's
Yeah, fuck those guys.
for not showing up you know, for particularly a that was the Orange Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
Yeah, that's a big game.
That's a great bowl game, a great experience.
It was the big because really, truthfully, both teams in that game had the same argument. I mean, Georgia was really good enough to be their kicker.
Yeah, Georgia had a right to be pissed off too. So you know, that could have been a great game.
It could have
Instead,
been.
Florida
It
State's
could have
players
been.
decided to chicken out, and not show up,
For
and they're
real.
well, we're getting ready for the NFL. Well, the answer from the NFL people who do player evaluations is, we want to see you play football.
Yep.
We don't. The combine is like 20% of the
I
evaluation.
will admit there are some mean nothing games, but there was something about this, the way Florida State, the way they talked right after the committee had made their choices. It shouldn't have been a mean nothing game for them.
Up. Show your ass up with all your dudes. I know they lost their quarterback. He broke his leg or something, but everybody else could have shown up.
No,
played
they
hard.
lost their top 2 quarterbacks. They were down to some bum that could have throw a fucking forward.
But still, the rest of the team could have showed up, and they wouldn't have gotten embarrassed like they did.
Right?
Everyone would have given.
I think they could have played with
100%
Georgia.
Agree with you, but
You know.
so I kind of got it. They got fucked in every way, and they just decided to take their balls and go home.
Yeah, so they got their ass beat as Kirby.
Pretty
I'm glad
lame.
Kirby beat their ass. Good for him.
Me
That
too.
was the right
Rub
thing to
it
do.
in.
They
And
still got
so
the
they've been
fucking
on a
Super
downward slide. Now the other one, not for the same reason, but a different reason that I would say is in a nearly similar category, is Florida. This is a big year for Florida too, with
Oh
Sunbelt
yeah,
Billy.
Billy Napier. Yeah, dude, what's their schedule look like? I haven't looked
It's
at it.
brutal again. It's brutal. I mean,
Oh no.
I'll pull it
Well,
up
I
here.
mean, dude, everybody in the SEC's got a pretty rough
Yeah,
schedule.
but Florida. I
So
mean, I'll give you Florida's here. Let's see. All right.
But they got Lagway.
That's what they're praying for is
dude,
DJ Lagway
Oklahoma's
is
got a
DJ.
pretty rough schedule.
Okay, Florida Gators. By the way, I think they're picked 8th right now nationally, 8th or 9th in the SEC. So the Gators start with a monster test with Long Island University. I know they play good football.
Monumental.
That is crazy. Who?
Hopefully the kids from Long Island are wearing their those lovely sweaters, those white sweaters that they, what do you call those kind of? They wear them when they go boating. They tie them off with the boaters.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, the rowing team.
Yeah, the rowing. Yeah. So okay, Long Island. We'll call that a win. Then they host South Florida the second week. Call that a win. Then they got to go to LSU the third week of the season. That's going to be a very pivotal game for both Florida and LSU.
We're going to know a whole lot about Florida after that game for sure.
Absolutely. And then to add to that, after they go to LSU, the following week they go down to Miami to play the Canes.
Nice.
Then they get a week off, and then they host Texas. So we're going to know all about Florida in the first 5 weeks of the season.
Hell yeah. I love that.
We're
Fuck
going to know if
Billy
Billy
Napier.
Napier is going to keep his job or if he's, going to be looking for, a MAC or a Sunbelt or AAC.
I think he's been on schedule though.
9-3.
Despite how much I don't really like
know,
the
but I mean,
motherfucker. He's on schedule.
I kind of disagree with that because this is Florida.
Yeah.
Right, but
Other
it was
than
a
Alabama,
complete
I think-
I'm with Landon on this one. It's this is Florida, and they should have been further along by now.
I
True.
in the history of the SEC, since there's been an SEC championship game, which started in '92, I think other than Alabama, Florida's been there the most. Other than Alabama,
Yes.
I didn't say win.
Steve
I just said,
Spurrier was
And at one
criticizing
point,
the way
Florida
it
had
came
a
out.
major edge in that.
So I think this is unacceptable. if you're a Florida fan. Like going 8-5 and going to the Gasparilla Bowl that's where they went last year. They went to the Gasparilla Bowl. They beat Tulane 33-8. You know, I get unless standards have changed in Gainesville, I think this is I think if Billy Napier doesn't win 10 games this year, I think he's looking for another job.
I agree.
I agree.
Yes.
All right,
I
so
do.
100%.
so we doing this group of 6
We got
thing.
to. All right, we got. Let's
So
go
here's
alphabetically.
here's
Let's go
my idea.
alphabetically.
Yeah, we don't really have to. I don't think we've got to break down all 6 conferences because really we're looking at one big group of 6 conferences here, and I think the most interesting thing that we
for one spot. Let's be frank.
Well, yeah. What we can do is talk about maybe the 5 or 6 best teams that could get there, and you never know. We could end up with 2 there.
No,
I mean it's possible.
Doug, have you got something from Dr. Balls tonight?
It's within the realm of possibility.
We are not getting
Now
too
hold on.
deep.
Now I didn't say probable, but definitely possible.
I think
It's not even questionable. It's not even doubtful if we're using the NFL's injury parlance. You're going to get one group of 5 or 6, whatever you want to call it. That's it. You're never getting 2. You're never getting 2.
Even if you have 2 really good teams that that don't play each other, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the schedule. I mean, if you ended up with 2 that played enough Power 5 teams.
Let's look at last year. Like, we had to make an argument for Boise, and they had their best win, I'm doing air quotes, was a close loss at Oregon.
Yeah.
That's I mean, like, and frankly,
That's all
let's rewatch, the last year's
Their
playoff.
best win was a loss.
I would
A
have rather
moral
seen
victory.
Alabama in that block than Boise State. I'm sorry. No disrespect. Ashton Jonty is a great player. He's a nice player. But top to bottom, 85, that's, now with the new thing that happened with Congress, I guess it's 105 scholarships now, not 85. So we're up to 105. But 105 to 105, Boise State just doesn't match up with the big boys.
Well, we found that out right out of the gate, right?
Yeah, I mean, like Penn State, they go, well, it was close for a long. It was close, but I don't think at any point, at least for me watching that game, did I ever really worry about Penn State losing? Nah, not really.
Who does Auburn play this year?
Who does Auburn play?
Yeah, they'll
A bunch
probably
of SEC
lose
teams.
to a fucking.
I hope they get a chance for redemption against the California Berkeley Golden Bears, who went into Auburn and beat them last year. Oh, oops!
That's not a group of.
Did I say that out loud? I did. I said that.
Oh, yeah, I heard you. So let's go back to Boise again and what possibilities are. So, Sean, I do agree with you that it's highly unlikely
Well,
that
bad news for Boise this fall, Dr. Balls. You know where Boise has to go?
Where's that?
They gotta go to a little place called South Bend, Indiana.
They're going to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So if you crush them utterly and they go 11-1, they won't make it. The only way
They
Boise, but that's what my opinion is, right? So if you guys crush them utterly, then they shouldn't be the representative. But in a hypothetical world where Boise State and James is 11-1 and James Madison is 12-0 with wins over Louisville and who else are they playing? They had let's see, Liberty. So if James Madison was undefeated, they could be theoretically the group of 6 representatives.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the. I mean, I personally, I think it's going to be Tulane. That's going to be the group of 5 rep. They were one game away last year. They lost to Army, and Army really had Army won the Army Navy game. Army should have been that team because Army would have been unbeaten.
Did Tulane?
Unfortunately, they laid an egg against Navy in that contest. But if Army's unbeaten, and they were already the conference champion of the American Athletic Conference,
They would have
should
been.
but Boise was also unbeaten in everything but the game against Oregon, and had Ashton Junty, who was incredible. But Army, had they beat Navy, they would have been perfect.
In
but
the
for
most
loss-
important Army-Navy game since the 40s, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. The only loss Army had on their schedule was a better loss. No disrespect to Oregon, but Army had the better loss to Notre Dame at a neutral site. And Notre Dame played Ohio State better than Oregon played them in the playoff. So Army should have got that bid, but Army couldn't beat Navy. So,
Well,
Yeah.
who we looking at this year out of these six?
I
conferences?
like Tulane. But to get back to real quick to Dane's question, Dane wants to know who Auburn plays this year. All right, so Labor Day weekend, Auburn goes to the Wackos in Waco and plays Baylor. Then they go home for a stern test against a MAC power known as Ball State. They're neither a ball nor a state. Then they host the mighty powerful South Alabama.
Goodness.
Then they finally get a test. They go to Oklahoma. And then they go to Texas A&M, 2 road games. So could be a tough year for the good Reverend Hugh Freeze on the Plains, who's already getting himself in hot water because I guess he's preferred the golf course to the recruiting trail. Albeit guys of I guess he has cancer, which I feel bad for him if he does have cancer, but nevertheless, being on the golf course and not being on the recruiting trail. Last I checked, Auburn was like 89th in recruiting. And behind like teams, they were behind like Rutgers in recruiting.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's just not able to hit the ground as hard as he needs to. But
Now his supposed excuse is that Auburn right now, because of and we talked about this on this program a couple of years ago. You're still paying off 2 previous coaches.
Right? Oh yeah.
I mean, they'd probably still be paying Dye if he was still alive.
So he's saying there's no money for the recruiting, and this is we are living in a material world, and I am a recruiting material girl. You gotta get these guys with the financials, and he's saying right now Auburn just doesn't have the financials, which I find I think that's a lie. I think
that's why they ran Mullen off at Florida. We was talking about Mullen earlier. That's why he was ran off at Florida, and they didn't think he was putting enough energy into recruiting.
My thought is it's very hard to recruit when you're working on your short game and your putting. Unfortunately, it's very true about Nick Saban. You have to wine and dine and make these high school kids feel like they are the most important, they are your girlfriend, and you have to every minute of every day take care of them.
Not just them. You gotta win over mama too.
Mom and dad, yeah, and there's always an uncle, right? There's always an uncle.
Yeah.
And if Hugh Freeze is busy working on his drive and his chip and his putt, that's not where he needs to be. He needs to be out hitting high schools, hitting houses. Recruiting is the lifeblood of any program. Everyone knows that. And I have firsthand experience from this. 20 years ago, when Tyrone Willingham was our head coach, he spent most of his days on the golf course, not recruiting.
Yeah.
Great coach.
He probably just figured it was Notre Dame and it would recruit itself.
Thank God Notre Dame is Notre Dame, because you know who he refused to meet with because it would have interrupted his golf game that day?
Who's that?
He was like, yeah, this kid Brady Quinn is here to see you, coach. Oh, I'm on the golf course. Why don't you guys handle it? Thankfully, Brady Quinn fell in love with the university and the program, not so much the coach. Because otherwise we would have lost Brady Quinn because Willingham was like too busy to go meet with him. And Brady became one of one of Notre Dame's better quarterbacks since the end of the Holtz era.
Yeah,
Crazy.
recruiting is
Dude,
everything. in
speaking
college.
of Notre Dame, man, I got to tell you, that team is loaded with talent on paper this year.
We got to figure out the quarterback position, and you know, I didn't like the information I gathered over Labor Day weekend.
You got?
You know, again, we always
What's
talk
the
about
word
guys
on
that-
the street?
we always talk about guys that can pass their physical but fail their mental. You know, you're set to be, and you're coming off of a torn pectoral muscle last year, so you redshirted, and then you came back, you played 2 games in the playoff, and you played well. So you're set to be this year's starting left tackle. And then over the holiday weekend, 4th of July weekend, you decide to get on an ATV, and then you decide to fall off the ATV, and so you break your arm.
Goodness.
And so now, are you going to play Labor Day weekend, first week of the season? No. You're set to come back the second week of October. For what? For having fun on an ATV. You know, we can't have dumbness. I can't win with dumb. There is no winning with dumb. Dumb is the worst 4-letter word in football. Lombardi said it all the way back in the late 50s. Give me a guy that's smart but a little less athletic, I can win with him. I can't win with the dummy. I cannot win with dumb. And that, you're set to become possibly the best left tackle in college football this year, and you go do something dumb like that. You know, that's
pretty dumb.
That's egregious. That's egregious. You know, I mean,
So
now luckily Notre Dame always recruits offensive line well. We have obviously plenty of individuals that can plug and play in that slot, but you just, you know, it's July, and to me July is always kind of the beginning month of the new college football year, and you don't like bad news like that. You know, you don't like bad news like that. So, and we got a stern test Labor Day weekend. You know, we're going down into a place that we haven't had a lot of success in the last 30 years in, which is at Miami. And I know, other than that Florida game, because Florida goes there,
Right.
those 2 games are going to be the only 2 games where Hurricane fans show up all year. The rest of the game, you know, Virginia Tech's going to go there. There'll be 5 people there. You know, Louisville will go there. There might be 10 people. But for the Florida game, and that'll probably be 60% Gator fans anyway, but for the Notre Dame game and the Florida game that Miami hosts this year, that's the few games where their fans might wake up out of their stupor on South Beach and get out of their bathing suits and flip-flops and show up to a football game. And it's going to be a tough game. And I don't like the fact that Notre Dame's, I think, 1.5 or maybe 2-point favorite. I want to be the underdog going into that game.
Goodness. Beat them
You know,
Canes.
And I don't think we should be the favorite, considering we don't know what we're going to do at quarterback. I mean, right
I
now,
fucking love that Notre Dame is playing Miami, though. The first game of the year, too. That's badass, dude.
I love it too. But you know who, Dane, you're an ACC. This is the ACC, not. I've been wondering since Notre Dame signed this deal with the ACC, when the hell are we going to get to play Miami? The last time was 8 years ago.
Damn it, Jim.
Surprise!
I mean, like, and then recently Notre Dame and Clemson, obviously, you know, signed a 12. That is outside of the.
Oh, yeah,
ACC.
that's because we're going to be leaving the ACC soon. But
Yeah, I know. You guys are going to the Big Ten, and I'm going to be dating Angie Dickinson and playing
I don't
shortstop
know.
for the New
I
York
don't know if we're going to the Big Ten. I think maybe Doug's starting to dust off the old invitation letter to the SEC. Man.
SEC.
We'll
It's
see.
the best conference. It just means more, Dane. Come on.
It just means more. I don't really care, but I do want out of the ACC. Fuck them.
yeah, Florida State wants out too, don't they?
Probably.
And then you'd finally get. Yeah, I mean, if the SEC was ever not that they need to, the SEC is the behemoth, is the giant. If there
I'm
were
thinking
two, they were.
if we make it to 2030 without signing a new deal. It'll cost us $75 million to get out.
Yeah, you can't afford that.
Well,
75
guys, let's go
million,
ahead and figure out who we think from the
Let's
group
look
of
at each
6
one
conferences.
real quick. All right, let's look at each one. So we got the the American. Who do we like from that conference?
James Madison.
No.
Memphis always.
Hold on. Is James Madison even in that conference?
Oh, I thought. Never mind. I thought they were. I had the wrong conference for them. Never mind.
Dr. Ball has started the party early tonight.
I don't know if there's any new team. Is there any new teams this year?
No. Okay, so here's the teams in the AAC: Tulsa, Charlotte, Temple, Rice, Florida Atlantic, North Texas, UAB, East Carolina, Texas San Antonio Roadrunners, South Florida Army, Memphis, Tulane, Navy.
Go Navy. Navy's winning the conference.
You're taking Navy, okay? Dane, who you got?
Rattle off the teams for me again.
Navy.
Hey, can you go back over that list?
Navy, Tulane, Memphis, Army, South Florida, Texas San Antonio, East Carolina, Alabama, Birmingham, North Texas, Florida Atlantic, Rice, Temple, Charlotte, Tulsa.
Let me go with Memphis, man. I like Memphis.
Taking Memphis. Give me the green wave. I'm taking Tulane. I like Tulane. Come on, Greg Sankey. Give them a call. They want back in the SEC. Let them back in the SEC. They got more SEC championships in Arkansas.
I think Tulane's got a good shot to win the conference. But,
Doug, who you got?
I've got Tulane, and I think you're right. I think they're going to have a good shot at getting in to the playoffs.
I think they might be our group of, but we're not done yet. Let's matriculate here to where are we at?
Hey, hold on now. Is the ACC a group of 6 conference?
No. Oh, that was a shot of Dane. That was a shot.
Dane, we're going to keep
right there.
Dane. We're going to keep on Power 5 for right now. We're going to watch this year though, and we'll make a decision at the end of the year.
Sure.
Sorry, Power 4.
They drop down if Clemson loses the Pitt though, right?
Goodness.
Yes.
Those wily Pitt, Dane, you got to watch out for those wily Pitt Panthers, man.
I think we need to move to the Pac-2 now, right?
The Pac. All right. I was going to move to Conference USA, but if we want to go to the Pac-2,
go ahead. Conference USA is good.
Conference USA. Okay, boys. Here's what we got in Conference USA. We got Florida International, the Fighting Blue Hens of Delaware, the Louisiana Techsters, Kennesaw State, the Fighting Owls.
Goodness.
The Texas El Paso Miners. Missouri State, they're up from, I don't know who they are. New Mexico State, I think they're the Cowboys. Jacksonville State, which I believe is actually in Alabama. Middle Tennessee, the Blue Raiders. Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. Sam Houston State, the Fighting, I'll just call them the Sam Houstons. Good, history lesson there for those listening. And then, of course, the Liberty Flames, a.k.a. the Fighting former Hugh Freezes. So who do we like in Conference USA, gentlemen?
I got Western Kentucky.
And you're showing no homerism there, are you, Bob? Because you're
No, not whatsoever.
I mean,
I think they're a playing football team.
I would love to go with the Blue Hens just because. I mean, why not?
You know who came from Delaware? There's a Blue Hen.
Who's that?
Super Bowl champion and possibly Cleveland Browns starting quarterback this year, Joe Flacco. Mighty Joe Flacco. He won a Super Bowl with the Ravens in 2013, and he's still doing it at 40 years of age. Unless Shedeur Sanders can bump him from his starting spot there in Cleveland. Dane, who do you like here in the conference that is USA?
I've got Liberty.
You're taking Liberty.
And I said I would like to go with Delaware, but I can't do it. And give me the Fighting Falwells as well.
The Fighting Falwells as well of Liberty. You know, they're not allowed to dance there, Doug.
I know.
Goodness.
Dancing is prohibited. I'm gonna go with Bob. I'm gonna roll with Western Kentucky. I like that program's fight. They always give it everything they got. Give me Western Kentucky. So 2 Liberties and 2 Western Kentuckys for the conference that is USA.
What do we got now? Sun Belt
No. Oh, come on, Doug.
or the MAC?
The mighty MAC. Here's why we love the MAC. The middle of the year, weather's starting to turn. Everybody's in the house. It's getting chilly, and you go, man, there's nothing on TV. And then Tuesday and Wednesday night, we got MACtion, Doug. We got MACtion, middle of the week action from the MAC.
This is a very large conference, isn't it?
It is. So here we go. The MAC. We got 13 teams in the MAC now. We got Kent State. We got UMass, Bowling Green, Ball State, Akron, Eastern Michigan, Northern Illinois, Western Michigan, Central Michigan, Miami of Ohio, the University of Ohio,
Bobcats.
Buffalo, and Toledo.
Goodness.
All right, they must have some schools that don't play football.
They got a couple in basketball. I don't think play football.
I'm seeing a whole bunch here that didn't make that list here. Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Bellarmine is not. I don't think is in the MAC for football.
Yeah. Cleveland State.
In fact, I don't think Bellarmine has a football team.
Detroit Mercy. Jeez.
They don't have a football team.
Dick Vitale was coach at Detroit Mercy at one time.
That's right, he was. Good. Dr. Ball's getting ready for college hoops season already.
That's right.
Shout out to our guy Dickie V. He's cancer-free yet again. Let's go, Dickie V. Love that.
So you said Northern Illinois is still in the MAC?
Northern Illinois is. I don't like to talk about them, Bob.
Well, I like NIU to win the MAC.
You like NIU? Here's the vibes are still high from the win over number 5 Notre Dame.
I know it's awful that happened, but y'all still made the playoffs, man. And it was, so that y'all overcame adversity and appeared in the college football playoff.
I do love our good friend Josh Pate shouting. He goes, if I had told you Notre Dame would lose to Northern Illinois University in week 2, would you think they would go all the way to the championship game? No one would have said yes.
As much parity as we have, though, you definitely can't ever rule that out.
And then I
had a feeling after seeing it, because I had seen him do this before. I'm not talking about your head coach. No, I mean, I really knew that Notre Dame was good enough still.
Oh yeah,
they came right back afterwards, and they were on a warpath.
It's always, we talk about the great thing about Nick Saban was the rat poison. And if you remember, that was the week after they had went down to A&M and beat A&M in their building on prime time by 10 points. And I knew I go, they're going to read the press clippings. They're going to get all, just roll the football out. It's Northern. How hard can they? And I said, that's not the right attitude. Got to watch out for the rat poison. And the rat poison got them. And Northern got them.
See,
kudos to Northern.
Ain't really rat poison anymore, Sean. Not one time anyway.
But you get what I'm saying.
I do.
It's you can't take any. It's any given Saturday, and Dane knows this too. I mean,
hell yeah,
Duke, right? I mean,
hey man, you liable to get out coached at any time if you.
I'm really I'm tickled that we've got 12 spots now, and that. A team can fuck up one Saturday, and it doesn't end their case.
And this is the last one for 12, right? I think next year we go to 16, and I think the rumor is it's going to be the 5-11 model, which I think is the right decision. The Power 4 champs, one group of 5, that's your 5, and then the 11 that come, it's just the best. Give us. We don't care about conference. Just give us, and if that's 8 SEC teams, then so be it. But we want the best teams in the playoff, not this. well, you're in this conference, so you got to get in, and you know. And again, I hate to throw shade on them, but you know, it's the Big Ten. They want that we got to have, you know. Does anybody? And I agree with Landon. Does anybody really want to see Iowa in the playoffs? No. Yeah.
Oh, I see Bruce has joined us. Bruce Martinez.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bruce, this is not the segment
I see
that.
Bruce has joined us. Bruce Martinez.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're in a continuum loop now.
Yeah, we got a bit of feedback here.
We're in a continuum loop.
Yeah, we got a bit of feedback.
What the
Hold on,
hell's
I'll try
going
something.
on here?
Fuck you.
Then he's got eBay going on, CBD for life, Clear VPN. He's got it all, man.
Okay, so Dr. Balls is taking Northern Illinois for the MAC. Dane, who do you like for the MAC?
Give me Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio. Okay, Doug, who do you like?
Oh, the MAC. Let me look here. Yeah, give me Miami of Ohio.
You take Miami? I'm going to go with Toledo, the Rockets. Give me Toledo.
All right, now are we to the Sun Belt?
Hold on there, Doug. Hold on. I'm just as hyped for the Sun Belt as you are, but hold on. Nope, we got the Mountain West Conference, Doug. We got the Mountain West.
All right.
All right, so the Mountain West, gentlemen, just to remind you who is in the Mountain West just for this year. We got one more year here. All right, New Mexico, San Diego State, Wyoming, Utah State, Nevada, Hawaii, Fresno State, Colorado State, Air Force, UNLV, San Jose State, and Boise State. We'll start this one with Dane. Dane, who do you like in the Mountain West Conference?
I like Fresno, man.
Dane's going with Fresno. I don't hate that pick. I like that pick. Dr. Balls, who do you like?
I like Boise State.
Going with the usual suspect, Boise State.
That's right.
Doug, who do you got?
Boise State sounds good to me as well.
Bruce is on. Bruce, who do you like?
Boise.
Boise.
Can you hear me?
I'm going to go with my local. I'm going to go with my local team here, right down the road from me. Give me the San Jose State Spartans. Go Spartans! I got San Jose State. And ironically enough, as you guys know, a side note, my quest is to see every campus and college football stadium right now. As of going into 25, we're at 26 stadiums, campuses, whatnot. I am seeing two of these programs. I'm seeing San Jose State here, which is right down the street from me, and then Dane's pick, Fresno State. I'm going down there to Fresno to see Fresno State play. I think that's week 7 or week 8. I'd have to.
Dude, you're gonna love it. It's really nice. They've got like vineyards around campus and stuff. You can go buy a bottle of wine there they make.
I'm
cool.
excited for sure. I'm excited to see. I'm kind of sad because this is the last hurrah for the Mountain West as it's currently constituted. As a number of the programs are leaving next year to join Doug's favorite conference, the Pac-2, the soon-to-be Pac-8. But we'll get to that when it's 2026.
All right.
Now I think, Doug, we are on to, I believe. Let me just check here.
The Sun Belt.
We are on to your favorite conference, not known as the SEC, the other one, the SBC, the Fighting Sun Belt Conference. And this is a big conference, by the way. This is 14 programs right now.
Hell
14
yeah.
programs. We have Louisiana Monroe, Southern Miss, the Fighting Trojans of Troy, the University of Louisiana, formerly known as the Ragin' Cajuns of Lafayette, but now they're just Louisiana. South Alabama, Texas State for one more year. The Bobcats are hanging around one more year before they go to the Pac-2. Arkansas State, the Red Wolves. Bob's other favorite team, Marshall, the Thundering Herd. The Georgia State, I think they're the Panthers. Is that the Panthers? Yeah, the Panthers.
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers, who had a hell of a run in college baseball. We just talked about them a couple weeks ago. Old Dominion, the Monarchs. Our favorite Group of 5 team, back when they were FCS, Appalachian State for what they did in 2007 in the Big House at Michigan.
Go
Georgia
ahead.
Southern, the Eagles, and now Dr. Ball's other favorite team, the Dukes of James Madison. So we'll start with Bruce. Bruce, who do you like in the Sun Belt?
OD, but I go way back because of the basketball teams. You know.
So you're taking Old Dominion, the Monarchs, the Butterflies.
Yeah. I've got a partial heartthrob for them. I think they're
great campus, great university.
Oh yeah.
Not sure if they're going to be able to pull it off, but by God, we'll be with you, Bruce. Doug, who do you like in the Sun Belt?
Give me the Central Florida.
No.
They're in the Big 12, bud.
They're in the Big 12. They're not there anymore.
Wow.
They moved.
Well, fuck me.
Well, fuck.
You want to
see
take?
here.
Come on.
Sorry, I really. Okay, yeah, I'm looking
Troy.
at early 20s.
You want Troy?
I'm looking. Yeah, no, fuck Troy. let me look at this list. Give me South Alabama.
Where, Doug? Since you're a resident of the great state, the Yellowhammer State, where is South Alabama located at?
Mobile.
Mobile.
Mobile are very close to Mobile.
Very
I'm not sure that they're exactly in Mobile, but they're you can throw a rock from there, I'm sure.
And where is another Alabama question? Where is Jacksonville State in Alabama?
Jacksonville, Alabama. It's to the north of where I'm at.
Is that in the northern part of the state or the southern part of the state?
Oh no. I'm in Birmingham, and it's further north than Birmingham.
Oh, it's north of Birmingham. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dr. Balls, who do you like? You're going to go with James Madison. We know it. We know you're going to go with James Madison.
I'm gonna go with Coastal.
Coastal. He loves the Chanticleers.
Yes,
Fighting Sea Roosters.
that's right. Let's go with the Coastal Carolina.
All right, Dane. This
I like that, Bob. I do.
I love that turf they got there.
I do.
Dane, this is a conference outside of the ACC that's kind of near and dear to your heart. Who do you like in the Sun Belt?
I'm also going with Coastal.
Coastal.
And if you guys have the opportunity to get to their stadium this year, you can get free concessions all year long.
Oh.
No, does that include alcohol, Dane?
I don't think so, but it might. I don't know. They are down at Myrtle Beach, right?
That's Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah, that bankrupt their house, wasn't it?
You know who is a proud almost alum of Coastal Carolina? Masters and U.S. Open champion Dustin Johnson, proud Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. For me, I like the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. I'm going to take the Red Wolves of Arkansas State in the Sun Belt.
There you go. And wasn't that a Bobby Petrino team?
I believe so. So Arkansas State, if they can find enough answers on defense, they will be a player. Their offense has a number of good pieces. So,
have we made it to the Pac-2 yet?
I think we're getting there. Hold on, let's see. Well, I mean, do you want to pick the Independents?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay, so your Independents are Notre Dame and Connecticut.
Give me Connecticut.
Yeah, give me UConn, dude.
Is that really the only independence we have?
That I believe.
How the
that's
hell
it.
did UConn end up being fucking independent?
Let's see. Notre Dame, UConn, and yeah, that's it. Those are the lone independents. And I
I-
will tell you, just for a funny, what if I told you UConn leads Notre Dame in the all-time series? Would you believe me?
Goodness.
How many games?
One game.
Eh.
They played one
Yeah,
time.
there's so many oddities like that though.
So yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
when
go with
was
Notre Dame
that?
over-
1919 or what?
No, surprisingly, Bruce, it's a great question. It was, I think, 2011 or 2013. Former Notre Dame defensive coordinator Bob Diaco was the head coach of UConn, and they eked out a win over the Irish.
Was that a ball game?
Regular season. Indy was
okay.
not good that year.
Oh, that's when the Big East had Miami, wasn't it?
I believe and I think Notre Dame lost to a number of teams that year. Not just, I think it was the same year they also lost to Navy.
What year was that, Sean?
Let me pull it up.
Please, that's interesting.
Bruce asking the tough, hard-hitting questions here.
That's right.
It's just intriguing that they would sink that low. It's not to be mean, but it's out of character.
All right, let me give you the answer here, Bruce. So Notre Dame, and mind you, Notre Dame has also got a losing record of Northern Illinois and Tulsa.
I knew
also.
NI.
Okay. Here's your answer on this one. Notre Dame lost to UConn in 2009.
Wow.
33-30.
Wow.
That was
That's surprising. That is surprising.
Charlie Weiss's last year at Notre Dame. They bottomed out. Notre Dame went in 2009. I think that was the 3-9 campaign. 2009 Notre Dame.
That's as bad as us.
Excuse me.
Getting beaten by Montana.
6-6. The Irish went that year in Charlie Weiss's last season with the Irish. They lost to Navy, UConn.
That surprises the shit out of me.
In fact, this is how you knew it was Weiss's last year. The last 4 games of the schedule, they lost to Navy, Pitt, UConn, and Stanford. And even though they were 6-6, they declined to go to a bowl game. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. So Notre Dame's 0-1 to UConn, but I would love, again, a lot of these programs that Notre Dame's 0-1 against, Northern Illinois, UConn, Tulsa. Let me see if I can find another one here. Oh, they're down 1 game to Oregon State, who we're going to get to here in just a second for Doug's favorite conference.
Wow.
They're down a game. Yeah.
So I just want to say this. I don't consider that. Well, I definitely consider Connecticut Group of 6, but Notre Dame is a power.
Yeah.
They're a power. They're a power conference football team without a conference.
Yeah. I mean, should they ever decide, they'll have the pick of the whoever they want to join, which I would hope would be the SEC, but that's for another day and another, television contract dollar to talk about.
I would love to see more independence, but it's just financially. I think it's just too risky for most programs.
It's too risky because the conferences can make the decisions regarding the television contracts. So, even though Bama and Georgia could probably go alone, Vandy cannot.
You probably got 10 teams that could do it, other than Notre Dame, but
Miami was probably better off as an independent.
I think Alabama and Georgia could probably do it. I think Texas could probably do it. Let's think.
Yeah, but they got deep pockets.
Yes. Ohio State could do it. I feel like Michigan could do it.
I know
Michigan
we
could probably do it. Oklahoma.
Yep, Oklahoma could do it. Yeah, I think USC could do it if things were going well, but I don't know if it would make any sense for them right now. I think in better times USC could definitely do it. And
I
they
think
probably
I think Oregon and Washington could do it because of their markets.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I didn't mention Oregon.
Well, we're not as financially stable, I think, as some people think we are, and I'm being honest, straight up. I mean, we're still deep in debt and stadium renovation and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to see that ever happening.
So I have a question. Is there? I don't even know what happened last year. Was there a winner of the Pac-2 last year?
I believe there was. Whoever won the Oregon State Washington State game was the Pac-2 champion.
Okay, so is that going to happen this year? I've heard that they're fixing to start playing twice.
They're playing twice this year. There's a home and home. There's a game in Corvallis and there's a game in Pullman.
So what happens if they split?
Co-Pac-2 champions.
There you go. Yeah.
I think I think I can speak for. Maybe Bruce will disagree with me on this, but say they split, right? To me, the tiebreaker should be if either one of them, because I think both of them. Bruce, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think both Oregon and Oregon State play and Washington State play yet again.
We just play Washington. We don't play Oregon State.
No. I understand that. I'm saying you play Washington State.
Yep.
Right,
And
we
Oregon,
do.
and Oregon
Third
State
game of
plays
the
Oregon.
season.
And Oregon plays Oregon State. So whichever one does better against their in-state rival, to me, if they split, should be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could also just say that the highest ranked, because that
Or
will
the
probably
highest,
be the
or the highest rank. You know,
but because it probably will be the team that did the best. Their in-state.
I personally think it's going to be Oregon State. But Bruce, what do you think?
I would go along with you because they lost what's his name, the head coach from last Dickert.
Yeah.
Who I thought was a really good coach, and I really liked him both ethically and as a coach. So yeah, and then Oregon State lost Smith, so I think
he's a year since gone now. He's been at Michigan State for a year.
Right. So I would say right now, would say Washington State has.
You like Washington State? Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Since it's a two-team conference, let me tell you, the experts have one team, Washington State ranked 77th, and Oregon State ranked 79th. So they're not too far apart. Let's look at their schedules. We'll start with Oregon State. Oregon State starts at home with Cal Berkeley. Then they host Fresno State. Then they go to Texas Tech. Then they go to Oregon. Then they host Houston. Then they go to Appalachian State.
Damn.
Then they host
That's
Wake
a damn
Forest.
hollow, isn't it?
Damage, yeah.
Then they host Wake Forest. Then they host Lafayette. That's actually a FCS school. Then they host Washington State. Then they host Sam Houston State. Then they go to Tulsa, and then they finish at Washington State for the home and home. Washington State starts with Idaho at home, hosts San Diego State, goes to North Texas, then hosts Washington, then goes to Colorado State. Oh, they got a 3-game road trip here. At Colorado State, at Ole Miss, at Virginia, before hosting Toledo. Then they go to Oregon State, host Louisiana Tech, go to James Madison, wow, and then finish at home against Oregon State. I think Oregon State's got a more manageable schedule than Washington State, to be honest with you. That 3-game trip to Colorado State, Ole Miss, and Virginia in 3 weeks in a row is not easy.
Yeah, I'm a Beaver. Give me the Beavers.
The Beavers, always the Beavers, he says.
We love the
Yeah,
Beaver,
we get the
We love
Beavers.
them.
and we hate it. We hate it when Ward is a little hard on the Beaver.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna go with the Beavers.
You're flipping?
My granddaughter's a Coug now, so I gotta.
Just admit it. You were having a hard time going with Wazoo anyway, weren't you?
It's always tough.
You hate the bastards.
And I
don't you?
like the Beavs.
You hate the bastards, don't you?
Yeah.
Paul Ritter is level Beaver.
I think it'll be close. I definitely think it'll be close, but I give me the Beavers by a nose.
Yeah.
Back too.
I would concur.
Not that I think either one is gonna, bust down the college football playoff door by any stretch of the imagination.
All right. So anybody who's listening, we'll be doing the Big 10 preview this Thursday.
This Thursday.
And I think that Bruce is in on that one, right, Bruce?
Yeah. I thought it was tonight. I apologize.
Dane
And
should
I
be
was
on
in
that
my
one because
garage.
he really wants Clemson to
working.
go to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Dane, are you working Thursday?
Yeah, but I can swing the podcast.
No, we got Alex
We
Bryan.
love
I mean,
having Dane. Come on, Dane. If you can be on, be
Yeah,
on. We love
Alex
having-
is my boy. I'll come on and talk to Alex.
Yeah, Dane.
We'll talk about how great the Big Ten is.
Or more specifically, we can talk about how great the Ohio State Buckeyes are. Your defending national champion.
He can
that's
do
the truth.
that.
I mean, has he gotten over the fact that they didn't beat Michigan though? Because at one point he was like, "I'm not accepting this championship.
It's been
Fuck
years.
this championship."
I think
It's
he's
been
most
years.
I think he's most disappointed in that Clemson couldn't get by Texas, so they could get beat by Ohio State. I think that's
Grab it, Bob.
Yeah, probably.
There it is. Yeah.
Real quick before we
Probably
go,
get
so
their
Dane,
chance this year, though.
Dane, I know you are
Probably.
are a bit of a miser. You hold your pennies very close, and as you should in this economy. I'm not faulting you for that. But have you reached out to your favorite bookmaker, casino, wherever, and put a decent amount of money on Cade Klubnik winning Clemson's first Heisman Trophy this year? Have you done that?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't.
No.
Even though you've been pimping the Cade Klubnik train here very
Bro,
strongly. over the
it's
last
not me. It's the rest of the country, dude. I can't help it.
So you think he is going to win the Heisman, or no? You don't. You don't believe
I gave up on the Heisman a long time ago when I watched Deshaun Watson get screwed twice in a row.
Goodness.
Well, Deshaun Watson getting screwed twice is still 19 less. Well, we won't get into that, but
yeah,
I think he did all right stealing money from Cleveland, don't you?
Oh, yeah, he did, dude.
I
he
mean,
just got married, by the way.
I mean, what did he get? A $200 million contract guaranteed,
Fully guaranteed.
fully
my boy.
guaranteed. And how many games has he started for the Browns at this point?
Just a handful.
There's a
Gotta love America, right?
He had a great agent. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's
And dude, it's Cleveland. They sold the house to get him.
The people that argue with me in these groups over how great Deshaun Watson was and what he was going to do at Cleveland and how wrong I was about why would you waste the money on this guy, there's all
Dude,
silent now.
Listen, I think
what
what's
made
happened
Deshaun
to
Watson
Deshaun's
great
terrible.
was
Like he
I
was
think
great.
his first few years
but
he was
he's been-
throwing to a Clemson product, if I'm not mistaken. He was throwing to Nuke Hopkins, was he not?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Nuke Hopkins in his prime, and he's a
And,
Clemson guy, is he
Golden
not, Dave?
Tate, right?
Yeah, I mean, those two dudes they're ballers, balling out.
Hell yeah.
Well, that just
I love
proves that
Nuke Hopkins, so you never hear me say anything bad. I think that dude just needs to get to the Hall of Fame. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
but going from a humid, hot weather city with a dome in Houston to frigid Cleveland, generally not, unless you have absolutely a Brett Favre type cannon of an arm, is generally not a good decision. And
yeah, not a good decision.
Maybe his massage is
He
better.
had-
But as
he's had
Bruce
several
said,
knee
Bruce is right.
injuries.
Great agent, guaranteed
Yeah.
money. You go wherever the hell the money is.
Well,
you know?
but you also could have to really look at Cleveland as they've been in existence. I don't know how many hundreds of years, and they've always made poor decisions.
I mean,
Repeatedly.
Well, Bruce, I hate to bring up your age for our viewers, but you might recall the last good decision they made, which was them and Jimmy Brown. You know,
Yeah.
Jimmy Brown was the last great decision the Browns made. You know,
Brian Sapp.
Being 75, I as readily admitted, but you know they've always been a disaster by the lake.
since Jimmy Brown left the Browns, and Jimmy Brown is arguably in your Mount Rushmore of greatest running backs. of
Oh
all
yeah,
time.
absolutely.
They haven't made a lot of great decisions. Granted, they got snake bit a couple of times in the 80s.
The Broncos, the fumble.
There again,
twice
there's a
against the
family.
Broncos. You had John Elway with drive in 86. And then Ernest Biner fumbling at the goal line in 87, which would have tied the game. Definitely. And then the most snake bit of the whole story is they leave Cleveland in 95 and become the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And 4
Savage
years
move.
later, the Ravens win the Super Bowl with the players that would have been Browns, that would have been the Browns team, So definitely a hard luck fan base. Feel bad for Browns fans everywhere.
Yeah.
But kudos to Watson. He didn't get his Heisman, but man, he's got a lot of money to enjoy. A lot of
massage.
Here we go.
A lot of massages.
You all said that. I was going to say vacations to Turks and Caicos.
I like that. Yeah.
Allegedly.
All right, guys.
So we're so Doug, we're doing the Big Ten this Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday.
So Bruce should be on, Alex should be on, and we'll have Dane on because Dane's a great contributor.
If Dane can come on, then more power.
Yeah,
to
we
us.
always love Dane being
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll be
you,
on,
Dane,
brother.
for taking time out of your schedule to be on with us tonight to talk.
I appreciate y'all having me.
We
All right,
love
and
having you.
and I'm gonna sign off here with your team sucks donkey balls outro, just to remind everybody that that's coming soon too.
It's always fuck your team, right, Doug?
Always.
Well, thank you for letting me in, guys.
Love y'all. Have
All
a good
right,
week.
See you Thursday.
See you Thursday.
Your team sucks, donkey ball. Your team sucks, donkey ball. You're probably getting fired before the season's end. May even lose your wife and your asshole friend.
Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls is a presentation of Smacking Off the podcast. Stream in every week for another victim as we kick them while they are down.